Brittany.
And this is Out of the Loop. Hey. Right?
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, true.
This is Brittany.
And I'm Tamara.
Welcome to Out the Loop.
Welcome.
Okay, today's show is going to be about canceling. And Tamara here.
Today's show is canceled, actually. Good night.
You leaving?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so Tamara's got a little...
I'm a Ratcheteer, and I often resort to Urban Dictionary when I want to translate things to my coworkers that are not of my complexion or Brittany's or
I'm not really sure why she's
in between
doing that.
that matter. Anyways, so canceled. According to Urban Dictionary, to dismiss something, someone, to reject an individual or an idea, done, dead, dusted, to withdraw an offer, invalidated, terminated, canceled.
Yeah. So I guess, in terms of like the urban culture or whatever that even really means, honestly, because I just don't feel like it's only in like urban city settings that people use this terminology. It's just really like a social media thing that comes across in certain cultures.
It's spreading across the masses now.
But yeah, so I guess like what we were both coming across and seeing is that like the whole idea that a lot of people are choosing to cancel people in like different ways,
and like this is how we're handling things that we no longer
understand
or have room or energy for. This is what we're pushing it off as. Like, you know what?
You're
I'm
canceled. You're canceled.
Cancel you because you know what? You made me mad today. You couldn't help me in a situation. You canceled.
You're canceled.
Cancel.
You couldn't help me, or I didn't understand you, or whatever, and you're just canceled.
Did you just talk over me? You're canceled. Canceled. So who right now in society and social platforms is canceled? I'm not gonna say it because I'm a diehard fan, and I'm probably gonna upset a lot of people. So Brittany, who's our first celebrity who you would say is most canceled right now?
I'd say that most people obviously are trying to cancel Kanye from their wavelength because
he's not allowed to the cookouts.
He's not allowed to the cookouts. He's not allowed. Everybody loved Kanye forever. But now that Kanye is speaking in a way where a lot of people truly cannot like vibe with or understand, they're choosing to just cancel him. And these are the same people who allegedly like were all for Kanye forever. And
not to mention that MAGA hat that he keeps wearing, or the hug that he gave to that man.
And again, but that's all what has come to why people are canceling him. So I mean, we have to mention it because that's exactly what we're talking about today. So, but yeah, so I feel like obviously nowadays a lot of people are canceling Kanye West due to the fact that he's decided to speak up on things like saying slavery is a choice and deciding to keep a cordial relationship with Trump and, wear Make America Great Again hats and things like that. And like, I'm not going to say that I'm on his team or not on his team, but like at the end of the day, because I've never really been a Kanye fan. It's nothing against him, but I don't really care like about Kanye like that. I never did. So really it's not a big deal to me. But, in terms of seeing that I even jumped to the conclusion of being like, okay, I'm going to cancel Kanye just because, but like sometimes there are some things that are underneath really what he is trying to, I guess, achieve. Unlike maybe some of the other individuals out here that are speaking up or like choosing to pick whatever side of being with Trump or whatever.
How he's using his platform and getting him canceled. And he's always been outlandish.
He's always been outlandish.
Kind of like way left, and like fans, non-fans, anybody who was watching Kanye would be like, what is this man doing? Like,
but that's also why people have always loved Kanye.
Yeah.
People always love Kanye because he's never been afraid to be like that. He's never been afraid to
be Kanye.
To be Kanye, to be himself. Like, and whether it's like arrogant or whatever, like, he's never been afraid. But like, I think, and I have to, I guess, personally relate to this. But what a lot of people don't really understand that Kanye has gone through is the loss of his mother. That a lot of people pass off as like, oh, okay, well, you know, your mom died, so what? You know, get over it now and like be the same Kanye that we always loved. Like, you know, no, it's me. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of you guys may not know that are not personal friends with me, but I've lost my mother at a time in my life where everything I thought was going to be lifting off and going down a path that was of greatness and glory and awesomeness. And that really took me to the left. And not immediately, you know, it wasn't something that immediately happened. There was a lot of other things that transpired after that. But nonetheless, I can definitely resonate with Kanye with his mental state and not necessarily not being all there, but definitely being changed. And that whole idea that he's going to continue to be the same man that he used to be when he lost a woman that was basically not only his mother, but also like a good friend of his, somebody that he really cherished in his life beyond just the relationship of mother-son.
I think a lot of people are like starting to throw away the empathy card because
Right.
it's like, oh, well, you know, okay, yes, your mom passed away. We understand, you know, what depression and mental health and those things are doing in our communities, but I'm still going to cancel you because you're acting out right now and it's been years, so you should be fine by now. You should
Right.
be good. Like that, you can't use this anymore, Kanye. You
Yeah,
can't
and
do
honestly,
this
I don't
anymore.
feel like he ever really did use it. I really did that.
Well,
I haven't seen him use it.
No, I don't mean that he himself is using
Right.
it. I mean that people are accusing him of using it.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that you can't tell him like he's using anything. He hasn't. I'm sure that man doesn't even seem as though he's acknowledged or come to terms
Right.
with it in that sense. So, you know.
And personally, I haven't really seen anybody like necessarily using that, so I can't. I guess.
Well, I actually just saw an article about Charlemagne, who was actually, well, he was actually more saying that we should be empathetic to the fact that it is evident that he doesn't bring those things to light. It is evident that he doesn't act in the sense where, you know, there's anything wrong with him. He was saying that people should be more empathetic and that you should consider that maybe this is really what's wrong with him. Before you go, you know, hitting the cancel button on him,
Right.
Try to relate to him, try to really understand that. He said, because there's a lot of people walking around out here without social platforms who are suffering those same,
Right.
you know, same issues.
Right. But I think more so I was talking about like regular people and not like, because I think people who are on that level start to understand that there's a lot of things that you don't talk about. Like, and just
Yeah, but
you don't
regular
talk
people
about
are watching Kanye and saying that and with no respect or regard to that.
Right. Right. That's true. So, anyways, I guess that was just my only point, is that I just really seen that Kanye as a whole, no one really even pays attention to that. Yeah, there's certain like bigger people that may see it, but that's because they too are battling things that they don't express on their platforms and things like that. And they understand that though you may be a celebrity, there's a level of like still things that we don't know and we won't understand. Just because they sing songs or they, you know, get on these huge platforms doesn't mean that we know everything that goes on with them. And like, you know, somebody like Charlemagne, I feel like would understand that more because he's in more of a position where people put that same type of like fire on. Even him and himself is getting a little canceled for his own reasons of things that he's gotten into. I personally don't, you know, kind of touch Charlemagne for certain reasons that I'm not going to discuss today on the show. But, you know, like, at the end of the day, you know, I totally understand that some people like him, you know, that's what's up. And, you know, like, there's some truths that still come from his mouth just because of his past. And the same thing with Kanye. Like, you know, I'm not going to completely dismiss that everything that he says is, like, foolery just because, you know, he has this vision that we don't understand. Because he really does have a vision that we don't understand. He really, you know, when he talks about certain things, there's certain things that I can resonate with about, you know, yeah, wanting to bring people jobs and certain things like that. Does he fully understand the way that may actually work in the grand scheme of everything? I don't know if he really does or he doesn't. But at the end of the day, you know, he has a vision, and his vision isn't necessarily for the detriment of people, you know? Like, it is really for the greater good, I guess, of people. And he's trying to pay homage or really, I guess, focus on that when it comes down to things with Trump and things in terms of his relationship with him, it seems like. And again, I'm not making excuses for him, but, you know, it just is what it is. But that's my personal take on his thing, because, again, I can resonate with that. And I guess the other person we wanted to discuss was Nicki, right?
Yeah. I'm not a Nicki fan, so you know, that's me being bitter. But I haven't canceled that woman. I know that I think this. It's more Nicki and Cardi as a unit. They themselves have been canceled. They've literally they've canceled out each other.
Right.
And I feel like right now with society, and even for everybody that's on Instagram, everybody who follows the Shade Room or any social platforms, the degree of which these women are airing each other out is nuts, and the degree of which these women are dragging these receipts to the forefront, or this to the forefront, or all because why? Somebody's saying, oh, she stopped my money over here. I mean, it's like at the end of the day, there's clearly enough room for whomever to be successful on whatever level you want to be successful.
And who knows if this is even real at this point?
Yeah, exactly. It could be a long ass publicity stunt.
Yeah,
for album sale boost. Everything.
We don't even know. We don't even know. It really could.